We should my mom acquire by Avagan and SMTVGH. Message like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification also, so that anytime I post a video, BTC will stand back. Charlie, ebusiam for ebeya bibia media general ewo no. Wa woni media general media general TV3, Onia, 3FM and the rest. Where they are located, we should look for another plot of land. And I say, see what story building on, not building no so no. Yen fa hoye NDC headquarters. Yes, because as I say, you know, TV3 as a media house, no, no run propaganda Emma NDC. And in fact, this thing there a common knowledge by now, because even when we were in opposition, we were in power, you would realize that TV3 has been all about running a government agenda. They've been fooling, sorry to use the word fooling, by the way. But Ukona TV3 shows wa as a presenter no a host no eka NDC for panelists ni. Also now NPP over time let me boycott you more sometimes, yeah. And whenever we boycott them too, they make the effort to come and beg us and bring us back. And when we go back, they do worse than what they were doing. I boycotted the first time. Ultimately, who they were Berla Mundi. Still hosting shows, sir. I mean, it's journalism or Ghana Hano. We should stop calling it a professional. Because I always say the moment Nipano ni warfare has a nice voice, the person qualifies to be a journalist in Ghana here. That has been it. Obisa Kojo Smart, Berla Mundi Mu. Say, which journalism school did you attend? I doubt that they'll be able to show you any certificate to show for it. I doubt. Johnny Weeks Mu. Obisa almost say journalism school ben amukoye, almost certification ne den, approval ne den, whatever. I doubt they'll be able to show things for it. Berla Mundi, Akufo Adddo, what power? Berla Mundi became a clean water advocate, a clean ecosystem advocate. Ghana. Everything Berla Mundi has something to say about it. Almost every month, on cameramen, they are going to show us but these people clearly don't do research. Because some researcher, why would an NDC panelist, Obia is a doctor, account, meaning says so a medical doctor, and I say so you're there. But Obia, the doctor who say, when somebody maybe is charged, and you say when an investigation is going on, now only investigative body they have invited you to come and answer to one or two things. The bail condition they give you, is supposed to be like how do you call it? Set around the figure that is involved in the whole case. Obia, you need a PhD and as a doctor, medical doctor. But whichever, whether it is a PhD holding person or a medical doctor, because bail, in fact, bail no any punitive measure. Bail no the meaning is and the whole idea and say we want you to be available anytime we want to have more information on this matter. And what is our guarantee so be available? That is what bail is for. And maybe the guarantee is that I want my wife to bring maybe her land. Okay, and because the state knows, say your wife wouldn't want to do without that land, no. So it means your wife now has a responsibility to ensure, say, anytime that you are needed, she's going to bring you. That is all about bail. And if you say a case is around 55 million Ghana cedis is involved in the case, and setting a bail condition of 50 million crown a year, I mean, yes, and be doesn't make any sense. So now it means that now it's no longer guilty after a legal process. It is guilty before even the court begins sitting. Is that how we want to run our democracy? Now be na Berla Mundi show so cast our course and same way now Berla Mundi on me interacting the panel. Debbie. She will not, because it benefits the NDC. Just say Kojo smart. What's up by MP? I saw the next person that will leave TV3 or from TV3 will be Berla Mundi. She also must become want to become MP. All of them on the ticket of NDC, by the way.
Here's a question about why you all seem to be up in arms about the arrest of Dennis and the charges leveled against him, or the accusations leveled against him. But you seem to be mute on Mr. Gerald Appiah, who also has been accused of a similar crime.
Thank you very much. You see, like Doc mentioned, I disagree with everything he said, by the way. But like he has mentioned... Yeah, but like he has mentioned, and I'll come down, make my point. Like he has mentioned, the devil is in the details. And so if he had taken his time, he would have known that indeed the devil is in the details. His appreciation of what has happened and his analogy of an accountant making payment by virtue of the authorization of the executive secretary regarding Dennis's matter is anemic. It is anemic.
How?
Because if he had taken his time and probably gotten some briefing from Yoko, he would have known that the matter involving Miracles and the matter involving the accountant are two separate matters, are two separate facts, are two distinct issues. The matter doesn't have to do with the same transaction. And so your understanding about the issues is anemic. And so don't project yourself as if you know exactly what has happened, in the matter. I'm telling you for a fact.
Explain it, because this statement refers to Gerald Appiah.
I am telling
now voluntarily
the fact that hold on.
Refunding the money.
Let me make my point.
Okay, please make your point, because I want to understand.
The fact that the statement makes mention of somebody or makes mention of two people doesn't necessarily mean that the issues at contention are together. These are two separate facts. These are two separate investigations. Gerald is being investigated for a separate transaction altogether. He's being investigated for a separate, based on separate facts altogether.
How?
The two are not the same. I am telling you that the two are not the same.
Are you privy to facts that we don't have? Because based on the statement that I'm reading
of course I am privy
to...
what does the statement
say? The statement says that the former executive secretary, Dennis Abuaje, the former accountant, Mr. Gerald Appiah, and others are under investigation for suspected offences, including, it is listed, conspiracy to steal, using public office for profit, causing financial loss to the state, dissipation of public funds, defrauding by false pretenses, and money laundering. And it goes on to say that even Gerald has voluntarily begun refunding the money connected to the crimes under investigation. If they are two separate crimes, if they are two separate crimes, why would Yoko now lump the two together in one statement? That's what I want to understand.
But where did Yoko also say that Dennis is being investigated, or the accountant is being investigated for crimes in connection with? Usually that is what they say, in connection with. I am telling you for a fact.
But it says the investigation...
No, he says Dennis Miracles Abuache, Gerald Appiah, and other persons are under investigation for ABCD.
But
and these are broad offenses.
Wait, Bella, it stems from a paragraph... Bella. Hold on, Chrissy. I'll let you speak.
You see...
I'll let you speak.
You see, you've interjected me several times. When Delali was speaking, you allowed him to flow. When Doc was speaking, you allowed him to flow. But it's like you're not making me make my point. You've asked me a question. Allow me to answer the question.
But let me just read something.
But if you don't allow me, how would you appreciate what I'm saying?
Now, this paragraph is premised on an earlier paragraph that says that the investigations which commenced last year following an initial forensic audit of the IMCCOD and the subsequent petition concern the suspected misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds amounting to 55 million Ghana cedis. Then it goes on to state the people who are being investigated for this matter. And you say what? The two are being investigated for separate matters? That's what I want to understand.
Can I make
please
my
explain.
Point? The point I'm making is that the statement you have just read, which was not signed anyway by anybody, the statement you have just read, makes mention that certain persons are under investigation for certain offenses. Bella, 4 of us sitting around this table can be under investigation for dissipation of public funds, abuse of public office, money laundering, defrauding by false pretense, but does not necessarily mean that our offenses or our investigation is connected. That is the point I'm making. It is possible that we can all be investigated under separate facts for separate transactions, but they can put out a statement to say that we are all being investigated under the offense of defrauding by false pretense or whatsoever, and so on and so forth. But the point I'm making to you,
that would be disingenuous of Yoko.
The point I'm making to you is that this person, there is no connection between the two persons. The fact that the person was his account doesn't necessarily mean that they are being investigated for the same offense. In any case, like you have mentioned, Gerard said to two. Like the statement says that has
Gerard Appiah
has started refunding some of the monies to the IMCC after an audit report. As an accountant, it is possible that maybe one of his payments was flagged by an audit report or whatsoever, and that I'm saying, of course, he's an accountant. I'm saying, of course, we are all conjecturing.
So if you conjecture, then around this table, how do you make a definite statement
but I'm telling you that Dennis is being investigated. I have been to Yoko.
Okay.
I have spoken to the lead counsel. Bella, you haven't spoken to the lead counsel.
So you tell us.
So don't challenge what I'm saying unless you have any contrary facts.
I'm not challenging. I'm just reading the statement.
But the fact you have does not say anything that they are being charged for the same offense.
Okay.
The charge only says that the statement only says that they are being investigated for A, B, C, D. It doesn't say that they are connected. It doesn't say that they committed a crime together. It didn't say that there was a conspiracy. It only said that they are under investigation and several other persons. And so why have you drawing the conclusion that they are being investigated under the same transaction or under the guise of the same facts?
I'm just reading from here.
But I'm telling you that is not what it is. Bella, let me make my point.
You let him make his point,
Let me make my point.
You respond to
Bella,
it, please.
Again, Doc makes another anemic analysis.
Sorry, before you go, let me just, is that why you are saying that for your party, you are all up in arms for Dennis and not Gerard?
Have I said that on this table?
I'm asking you. It's a question I asked you.
You said, is that why I am saying? I'm asking you, have I said that?
It's a question. I asked you a question. I asked you that why is it that as a party, you are
Bella,
all
if you allow me to make my point, I'll make my analysis.
To another point. I'll let you move on to that
Bella,
point. But just quick one. I asked you an earlier question. I didn't get an answer, which is why I'm trying to get that answer.
I'll answer your question. I'll answer your
question. So you know what question
I'll answer your question. I've written your question down. I'll answer your question. Don't worry.
Go ahead.
Doc makes another anemic analysis that Yoko, he sought to say that Yoko has been gracious for actually granting Miracle's bail to the tune of 50 million because the monies involved or the alleged monies involved is 55 million. Doc, for your information, bail is not a debt recovery mechanism. Bail, it is not a debt recovery mechanism by Yoko. The essence of bail, or the reason why bail is stipulated in our laws, is to secure the attendance of the suspect in court. And therefore, the amount of money involved in an alleged crime does not automatically determine the bail bond. And so if you make that analysis, it's an analysis of humongous absurdity. You cannot make the analysis. Don't make that analysis anywhere. That Yoko has been gracious to somebody because the person is being investigated for X amount of money. And so if he's been granted bail at X amount of money, then it means Yoko has been gracious. It's an anemic analysis that you shouldn't make. That is not proper. And so, Bella, the point still remains the same. That one, Yoko is intimidating political opponents. It has happened times without number. We have seen it. Number two, the statement they even released is an afterthought after the public backlash regarding Miracle's arrest. Number three, they are using bail as a punitive measure to punish people even before trial. Number four, the rally makes the point that the president is not involved or whatsoever. I wrote it here, that the president and his AG do not have the intentions to persecute. The president and his AG have demonstrated that they have the intention to persecute political opponents. If you look at the arrest of even the social media commentators and all those people, it points to the conclusion that the president has the intention, and the attorney general, all law enforcement agencies work at the beck and call of the executive. The law enforcement agencies work at the beck and call and at the pleasure of the executive that is led by the president. And so you cannot isolate the actions of Yoko from the president. Now, Bella, finally to your question, the question you asked regarding why the MPP is not
calling for the release, for example, of Gerard Appiah.
Are you aware? Are you aware that Gerard has been in Yoko custody? Today is the 12th day. 12th day of Yoko detaining Gerard Appiah. Are you aware?
So that's beyond the 48
hours. Of course.
Why did you people not amass at Yoko then to demand his
release? The people amassing, there are people that went to visit or wanted to visit Miracles Abuaje. The young people there are people that are not happy with the abuse of power that this government is exhibiting. Did you see anybody in an MPP t-shirt there? Did you see anybody in an MPP t-shirt there?
What are you trying to say?
Was it an MPP calling? I am trying to say that the
MPP
people gathered there are Ghanaians who are unhappy.
But it was your national organizer who announced.
Who was unhappy?
It was your national organizer who announced that the MPP will head to Yoko office to demand the release.
The national organizer, if the national organizer says that the leadership of the MPP will head to Yoko, didn't you see the general secretary there? Didn't you see the national organizer himself there? Didn't you see the minority leader there? And so what are you talking about? The young people who were there, did you see anybody wearing an MPP t-shirt or saying that he was representing the MPP there? These are young people who are unhappy about the abysmal performance and abuse of government, abuse of state power by your government. This is what the young people are not happy about, by the NDC government.
You mean Delali's government?
Is it not your government?
If you say your government,
is it not your
say
government?
Our government. Don't say your. No, I won't let you throw words about on this platform.
If it's not your government, it's fine.
It is our government.
If it's not your government,
you and I. So don't say, okay, land for me.
Bella, the point...
I'll let you come in.
The point remains a fact that Miracles and Gerald's investigation are investigation based on two separate and distinct facts. There is no connection between the two of them. They are being investigated for their own, matters. And so let nobody say that because Gerald has done X, has conducted himself in an X way, it means or it presupposises to say that or it concludes that Dennis is guilty of any offense. In any case, if we all around this table, as I learned, if we all around this table believe that Miracles has indeed dissipated 55 million Ghana cedis belonging to the tax people, it would have been the flagship case for oral.
All right.
Because everybody knows that Miracles is one of the loudest critique of this government, and because they are unhappy with how he's criticizing the government, they want to intimidate him, they want to keep him in silence, and that is why they are making a spectacle out of this. Dalali makes the fundamental point. As I land briefly.
No, you keep landing.
Interjected.
You
Give
keep
me a
landing.
Minute. I
can give you only 30 seconds.
It's
please.
even too much. You can give me 10 seconds.
10.
Dalali made the point that Miracles visited Yoko. Yes, Miracles visited Yoko once on 28 April 2026. In any case, if Miracles made himself available upon an invitation by Yoko, then why must Yoko make a spectacle out of his arrest?
Okay, time
And
out.
that is what raises fundamental questions regarding the conduct of Yoko and how they are abusing their powers.
So your national organizer said the MPP will be marching to Iyoko to demand the release of Dennis Miracles Abuaje. I don't think he said specifically that the leadership. No, I'm not coming back to you. I'm just reading it to you so you are aware that...
If the MPP is marching, does it mean Ghanaians cannot join the MPP? Does it mean Ghanaians cannot join the MPP? You said the MPP went there. And I'm saying that, and I'm saying that Ghanaians, the people, they are Ghanaians.
Okay, Delali. Doc, you come in, don't worry. But let me just go through the natural channel. I'll give you time, don't worry.
I always say one thing, that sometimes I might not be a lawyer, but sometimes common sense must prevail. Watch this very carefully. When you read paragraph 3, okay, of the statement...
Don't even read the title of the press release. The title of the press release.
You're fine, that's fine. Let me come to this.
Read the title of the press release.
When you read paragraph 3.1, you see the former executive secretary of the